250s in on the line, waiting for battle to commence in race 1 this afternoon, and away they go. The Spring Grasstrack gets underway. Many a 250 there, coming up towards its 75. Lee Street that goes into the lead. Lee Street hotly pursued by Ian the Aim is there in second place. Looks like Bill Sims in third. Over here. But Lee Street gets away. Then back straight. Very, very quick here this afternoon. Indeed, I think he's even got his spare motorcycle with him. So Ian the Aim is really pushing hard on the inside there, trying to get up alongside Lee Street, and he's right on alongside as they go over that line. Into the turn they go, and Ian the Aim is leads. Lee Street powering his way around the outside. A right big long battle between these two. Into that turn. Looks like Martin Philman down on the road here. He should have a red flag really, but not sure who's got that. Ian the Aim is leads then from Lee Street in second place. From 139 David Mears, then Bill Sims. John Gibbons and Steve Smith. Red flag out now, and the race being stopped in the interest of safety, and Ryan Luther has put that red flag out. Clerk of the course stopping that race. I think Martin Philman is actually caught under his machine. I think he can't actually get up. So a rerun of the first race of the afternoon. Not a bright start, but no doubt will improve as the day goes on. Bad luck there for Martin Philman, and we hope he's all okay. I think he's just got his leg caught under the machine and can't actually get up at the moment. Well, a nice battle coming there from Lee Street, Ian the Aim is, and if that's the sort. So to get back to race 1 then, the rerun of race number 1. Let's hope the rest of the meeting goes a little smoother than this. Bad luck there for Martin Philman. If I get any news of him, I'll be sure to let you know as soon as I know. Well, those 250s on the line revving up under starters orders there. I see somebody's got trouble starting one, and the rest of them leave him on the line. Lee Street again takes up the lead, and Ian the Aim is there in second place, was looking over his right shoulder to see where Lee Street was, and Lee Street sneaked up on his left hand side. So Lee Street leads. Ian the Aim goes right back to the outside. Not quite enough there to that ground to go down that straight. It's Lee Street from Ian the Aim. It's got David Mears in third place. Bernie Edwards is up in fourth. Ian the Aim is again trying to go round the outside there. He's flat out and looking for a hole. Can he find one? Lee Street leads. Ian the Aim is in second. Then David Mears. Then Bernie Edwards. Then Gary Legg and Colin Beechin. Ian the Aim is taking going to come along the outside of him. Down that straight. He's just inches past on the straight to go into the turn. Ian the Aim has got that inside line. He's got that motor singing. That Suzuki powered machine is really coming out of there fast. Ian the Aim is in Lee Street then side by side as they went past here. That's how they were on the start line. Really going for it. Ian the Aim is leads out of the turn, puts his head down. Lee Street again winding that motor up to the maximum as he comes down that straight, gains up a few yards on the back wheel of Ian the Aim. Ian the Aim works away from through the turn though. Makes a bit of dust flying. Looks behind to see where Lee Street is. Got him at a safe distance now with just one lap to go. It's Ian the Aim is from Lee Street, from David Mears. From Bernie Edwards. Ian the Aim is inching ahead now, gains a few yards on Lee Street. John Gibbons and Steve Smith there bringing up the rear. Checkered flag goes in for the first time this afternoon. The first win of the afternoon to number 183, Ian the Aim is from 75. Lee Street. Then David Mears. Bernie Edwards, Colin Beechin, Gary Legg, Alan Dan, John Gibbons, and finally Steve Smith. So ends race 1, official result at the moment. For number 183, Ian the Aim is in second place, 75, Lee Street. In third place, number 139, David Mears. In fourth place, number 115, Bernie Edwards. In fifth place, number 61, Colin Beeching. In sixth place, number 322, Gary Legg. In seventh place, number 20, Alan Dan. In eighth place, number 181, John Gibbons. In ninth place, number 47, Steve Smith. No 10th, 11th, 12th or 13th finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 42.23. High number only, 183, 75. 139, 115, 61, 322, 20, 181 and 47. 1 minute 42.23. On to race number 2 then. They're coming up to the line now. We're looking for number 26, Mark Giles. 30, Simon Honeysett. Then Roy Gombe, Brian Cornelius, John Pilcher, Steve King and many, many more. Understarters orders there, and underway they go down that first straight. Nice even break there. Yogi Giles leads from Mike Appleton in second place. So Yogi Giles well away here. Cracks that throttle on, makes that bike slide. He's coming around that turn like hell for leather. 300, Terry Giles from Mike Appleton, from John Pilcher, from Adrian Hart, and then Mark Giles. Yogi Giles leads then from Mike Appleton in second place, and then John Pilcher, who took a nasty tumble last week on that new boarded circuit. But it's good to see him out there and trying. Really putting the effort in. From then Mark Giles. Nice neat line around that corner. I think he slid off last weekend as well in the wet at the High Halden circuit. Good meeting there last week, spoiled by the rain, but this week it's all action. Here at Maidstone Aces. Well, Giles catches up with the tail ender now. Look at him powering that machine round that turn. Will he nap it? Yes, he just gets to lap number 100 on the line. In second place then, a good fight there through to second place, John Pilcher, then Mike Appleton, then Mark Giles, then Adrian Phipps. And then 3 in a row. And now looking at Simon Honeysett. And Richard Sims. And so ends race 2. Official result at the moment. Terry Giles in second place, number 49. John Pilcher in third place, 558, Mike Appleton. In fourth place, number 26, Mark Giles. In fifth place, number 176, Adrian Phipps. In sixth place, number 495. Young Mr. Castle, forgot, no, Mark Castle, couldn't think there for a minute. Mark Castle, sorry Mark. And in 7th place, number 48, Brian Cornelius. In 8th place, number 96, Nick White. In 9th place, number 30, Simon Honeysett. 10th place, number 180, Richard Sims. And 11th place, number 100, in field. No 12th or 13th finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 44.04. From the top, 300, 49, 558, 26, 176, 495, 48, 96, 30, 180 and 100. No 12th or 13th finishes. The winner's time, 1 minute 44.04. On now to the 350cc class, well supported here this afternoon. Additional runner in this race 3, number 69, Tim Maynard. A little bit of a break there to get some of those track markers put back in. I'm sure Mr. Luca and Mr. Burr are going to have very sore hands by the end of the afternoon when these boys knock these pegs out. The thing is, they don't think about it when they're doing it. 350s then. Alan Dan, Jonathan Duke, Mark Giles, Brian Cornelius, Neil Emmett, Steve King, Dave Mears, Tim Maynard, Keith Potts, Marcus Hill and Nick Irwin. Well, Keith Potts last week was very, very quick on that 350cc machine round the High Halden circuit, and I think, if my memory serves me correct, he was unbeaten all afternoon. So Keith Potts won last week, and I'm sure Jonathan Duke would like to do something about that. I bet he's been back home and he's ground those valves in and stuck a new set of piston rings in, and I bet he's big flying in this one. Good challenge coming on there, I should think, from Keith Potts and Jonathan Duke. I do believe I gave 66 Steve King out as a non-starter earlier on, so yeah. Oh, it's probably only in the 250 class though. No, it does go in the 350s, not in the 250s. Revs rise. Butterflies settle in the stomachs, waiting now to get the okay. All the revs have died down, somebody seems to have a bit of a problem. Not quite sure what that is, but seems to be a problem there. So away they go then, down that first straight, and it looks like it's Keith Potts who's just got the edge on him into that first turn, with David Mears in hot pursuit in second place. Jonathan Duke trying to come through. Just holding third at the moment. So round they come, it's Keith Potts. He won last week, he's winning this week. It's Keith Potts from David Mears, from Jonathan Duke, from Nicholas Irwin, Mark Giles, Marcus Hill, Neil Emmett. Wide out of that turn, but he's got that motor singing. Keith Potts, from Dave Mears, Jonathan Duke, Nicholas Irwin, Mark Giles, Marcus Hill, Neil Emmett. On a shot. Alan Mann. Last lap flag then 4175, Keith Potts, then it's David Mears, Jonathan Duke, and Nicholas Irwin. Mark Giles, this afternoon, already average. Then Marcus Hill, then Neil Emmett. Wild going his merry way, coming round that last turn now for the last time. The second place is 175. Keith Potts hopes his account this afternoon with a win. From David Mears, then Jonathan Duke, then Nicholas Irwin, Mark Giles, Marcus Hill, Neil Emmett and Brian Cornelius. And a little further back then to number 20, Alan Dan, and number 69, Tim Maynard. In 9th place, number 20, Alan Dan, and in 10th place, number 69, Tim Maynard. Winner's time there, 1 minute 37.35. From the top, 175, 139, 25, 332, 26, 211, 58, 48, 20 and 69. The winner's time, 1 minute 37.35. First outing for the right-hand sidecars this afternoon, and seater number 82, Stephen Turner, is having his first ride of the season. Bit of a late starter is Stephen this year, but he's out with a vengeance this afternoon. Also in there, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Number 2, Neville Penfold and Paul Randall. Number 33, R. Mills and Jeff Sims. And we'll get on with this. Up the first straight, then it's Neville Penfold and Paul Randall will get to the first turn first. Hotly pursued by Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Neville Penfold goes very wide there, or looks to be going wide. Tim Bennett tries to nip up on the inside. Neville Penfold then, Tim Bennett, R. Mills, Jason Mullet, Stephen Turner. And I think there was Rick Colvin bringing up the rear. So Neville Penfold and Paul Randall got it all their own way at the moment. Definitely a little wide round that turn, but fast enough to hold off the challenge of Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Then R. Mills and Jeff Sims, Jason Mullet and Lynn Green, Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. And the Colvins bringing up the rear. Yes, at the back there, Rick and Nicola Colvin, other lady passengers. There's 2 lady passengers in this race. As they start their last lap then, Neville Penfold and Paul Randall, well clear of Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Then R. Mills and Jeff Sims, Jason Mullet and Lynn Green, Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. Then Rick and Nicola Colvin bringing up the rear. Very, very wide this time, Neville Penfold, but he's got the wheels in line, takes that checkered flag. The first right-hand sidecar race of the afternoon goes to Neville Penfold and Paul Randall, followed by Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Then Jason Mullet and Lynn Green, and whoop, there goes Stephen through the inside. Not a lot of choice there, the old boy, but hung on to it well. Fighting to the finish as always. Official result of race 4 in a moment. Number 2, Neville Penfold and Paul Randall. In second place, number 12, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. In third place, number 501, Jason Mullet and Lynn Green. In fourth place, number 33, R. Mills and Jeff Sims. In fifth place, number 82, Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. And in sixth place, number 94, Eric and Nicola Colvin. Winner's time, 1 minute, 28 seconds precisely. My apologies, that was Trevor and Andy Colvin taking the place of Eric and Rick Colvin. We give the official result of race 4 again in a moment. This is race number 5 and away they go up that straight. Somewhat staggered start, but away they go. And it looks like Richard Jenner who's got the lead at the moment. Indeed it is Richard Jenner and Nick Walters that lead from Mick Cave and Andy Orchard, then Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock. Ivor Matthews and Mick Dales, and Penelope Hook and Jane McLaren bringing up the rear there. All-girl sidecar crew at the back at the moment. Seems the worst of that done. Meanwhile, up in front, round they come. Number 87, Richard Jenner and Nick Walters, leading from number 5, Mick Cave and Andy Orchard. Then Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock, then Ivor Matthews and Mick Dales. And then the girls fight in the back, and they seem to have a problem. Definitely a problem there with Fab 1. They are retired in the green. 87 though, Richard Jenner and Nick Walters holding on to that very slender lead. Mick Cave and Andy Orchard trying to nip up the inside as they go round that turn. Looks like Fab 1 is back underway, a restart. Hopefully they'll be rejoining the fray. And we've got number 112 this time, which is Rick and Nicola Colvin. Bring out the rear, but a fine win just by the look of it to Richard Jenner from Mick Cave. Very, very tight on the line there. Sorry for muddling up the Colvins. That race 4 was a win for number 2 with Neville Penfold and Paul Randall. In second place, number 12, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Third place, number 501, Jason Mullet and Lynn Green. Fourth place, number 33, R. Mills and Jeff Sims. Fifth place, number 82, Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. And in sixth place, 94, Eric Colvin. I'm not sure about that. It's 94. It all got changed round. Oh, sorry. 94, Trevor Colvin and Andy Colvin. It was Trevor and Andy Colvin in sixth place in race 4 with a winner's time of 1 minute 28 seconds precisely. Moving on to race number 5. Race number 5 was a win there for number 87, Richard Jenner and Nick Walters. In second place, number 5, Mick Cave and Andy Orchard. In third place, 55, Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock. Fourth place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Mick Dales. And in fifth place, number 34, Penelope Hook and Jane McLaren. Winner's time was 1 minute 30.27. From the top, 87, 5, 55, 15, 34, 1 minute 30.27. That hopefully brings all the results up to date, and moving in now with race number 6. On the line we should have Dave Stearney and Whale, Rob Wilson and Rob Wilson, Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane, no Bob Heath, he's a non-starter, number 60 Bob and Paul Baseby, and number 350 Ian and Jason Holmes. And away they go, right on time. Only 4 outfits in this one, and a super start there by Bob and Paul Baseby. As he enters that first turn, finds a little bit hard into that turn. Dave Steer sitting behind, waiting for Bob to go wide, and then he's going to try and nip up the inside, but Bob didn't go wide. Bob's in control. Bob and Paul Baseby from Dave Steer and Ian Whale. And Rob Wilson with Rob Wilson. Sounds like he ain't got a passenger, doesn't it? the Wilsons, Rob Wilson Senior and Rob Wilson Junior, the son on the chair. Around that turn they come in, very fast indeed. Brave Steer trying the outside line and gets round Bob Baseby. So Dave Steer and Ian Whale from Bob and Paul Baseby. And Bob Baseby fighting back round that turn, tries to make up a few yards. Gets a little bit dusty out of that turn. Where they cross the old circuit. A little bit of dust coming up. Round the turn they come then. Number 17, Dave Steer and Ian Whale from number 60. Bob and Paul Baseby holding off the challenge of the Wilsons, the two Rob Wilsons. And then Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane bringing up the rear. So round the turn they come then. Number 17, Dave Steer and Ian Whale. Take that checkered flag. Right scrap there, look at that scrap going on. I'm going to leave that decision to Anne. That was very close on the line. But certainly number 32, Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane take 4th place. Official result in a moment. On to race number 7, the 500cc solos come out to do battle for the first time this afternoon. And we're going to get number 04, Ricky Sandford, 19, John Trevitt, 24, Paul Steinbritz, 30, Chris Dix, and they're away already. Down that first straight they come then. Number 327, that looks like Kevin Buck. That goes into the lead. Rode very well here a few weeks ago and had a brilliant ride in the final along with Trevor Banks. Kevin Buck leads. From Luke Dodd, from Dean Norton, from Ricky Sandford, Justin Shaw, Paul Steinbritz, and John Trevitt, and Terry. Feet up on that footrest, lines around there, both feet up. Our Air Force man, been missing from grass for a little while, but he's back with a vengeance now. Kevin Buck leads. Looking at the last lap flag this time, it's 327, Kevin Buck. From Lucas Dodd, Ricky Sandford, Dean Norton, Justin Shaw, Paul Steinbritz. Look at that battle coming up for second place, so as they come into that last turn for the last time. Terry Keane comes around there, the tail end are very wide. 327, Kevin Buck wins. Look at his battle for second, just going to Luke Dodd from 04, Ricky Sandford, then Dean Norton, Justin Shaw, Paul Steinbritz, and bringing up the rear there, John Trevitt. The official result, a win for 327, Kevin Buck. In second place, 65, Luke Dodd. In third place, 04, Ricky Sandford. In fourth place, 971, Dean Norton. In 5th place, 187, Justin Shaw. In 6th place, number 24, Paul Steinbritz. 7th place, number 19, John Trevitt. And in 8th place, 77, Terry Keane. No other finishers. Winner's time was 1 minute 37.34. From the top, 327, 65, 04, 971, 187, 24, 19, 77. No other finishers, 1 minute 37.34. Well, a good lineup for race number 8, and in this one I can see we get Adrian Harden, Trevor Banks, no Vincent Kinchin, I'm afraid he's a non-starter this afternoon. Mike Trevitt's there, Andy Hopton, Chris Underhill, Jason Hilliard, Duncan Tolhurst, Keith Massingham, Steve Wilson, Steve Jeffrey, P. Miles and Graham Knievel. And away they go then. Number 4, Trevor Banks leads from 215, Steve Wilson in second place. Steve Wilson hold on to that second place. So it's Trevor Banks winner here a couple of weeks ago at the Scintillator 600 from Steve Wilson, from Jason Hilliard, from Appleton, Trevor Banks in his leads. From 215, Steve Wilson and Jason Hilliard, Duncan Tolhurst, Mike Trevitt, Tritton Underhill, Steve Matthews, Steve Jeffrey, the back. So the last lap flag goes for Trevor Banks on his GR 500 RTS from Steve Wilson, Jason Hilliard, Duncan Tolhurst, Mike Trevitt. Of Steve Jeffrey. And luck for him, but the checkered flag goes. His first one of the afternoon, number 4, Trevor Banks. From Steve Wilson, from Jason Hilliard, Duncan Tolhurst, Mike Trevitt, Chris Underhill, Keith Massingham, Graham Knievel and Adrian Hart. In second place, 215, Steve Wilson. In third place, number 47, Jason Hilliard. Fourth place, number 74, Duncan Tolhurst. Fifth place, 23, Mike Trevitt. Sixth place, 38, Chris Underhill. Seventh place, 117, Keith Massingham. Eighth place, number 11, Graham Knievel. Ninth place, number 2, Adrian Hart. No other Dick Cullen. 214, John Wilson, he's a non-starter. 758, Mark Chessell. 888, Barry Hellstrip. And number 12, Stuart Dempsey. On the line, under starters' orders, and away they go. Another nice even break as they come off that line, and down that first straight they come. Chris Tritton taking up the run into the first turn. Julian Phipps, who lives just the other side of that fence there behind me. He's rounding the turn, and he's... So what's Chris Tritton indeed? The lead. But it's all changed, and everything's happening. It's Mark Chessell that leads now, from Chris Tritton in second place, then Julian Phipps, James Courteray and Stuart Dempsey. Come all the way from Swindon, I'm told, this afternoon to ride here for the trophies. Mark Chessell. From Chris Tritton. From Julian Phipps, that's the first three as they come round. Round they come. This afternoon. Chris Tritton in hot pursuit, then Julian Phipps, then James Courteray, then Stuart Dempsey there, really just fine win for Mark Chessell. From number 3, Chris Tritton, then Julian Phipps, James Courteray, Robin Pilcher, Brian Woodcock, Barry Hellstrip, Mike Webster, and Andy Cullen, and Tim Maynard, fighting to the finish. Meanwhile, the official result of race number 9 was a win for number 758, Mark Chessell. In second place, number 3, Chris Tritton. Third place, number 73, Julian Phipps. Fourth place, 169, James Courteray. Fifth place, number 174, Robin Pilcher. Sixth place, number 22, Brian Woodcock. Seventh place, number 888, Barry Hellstrip. Eighth place, 161, Mike Webster. Ninth place, 69, Tim Maynard. And 10th place, 201, Andy Cullen. Winner's time there was 1 minute 39.60. From the top, 758, 3, 73, 169, 174, 22, 888, 161, 69, 201. No other finishes, 1 minute 39.60. Off we go then, the left-hand sidecars get underway, and down that first straight they come. Straight to the lead goes number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. From John Arnott and Russell Steele in second place. Well, that water already starting to work and holding back that gun. Nigel Shaw leading the fray around that bottom turn now, and it's John Arnott and Russell Steele in second place. Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw then. From John Arnott and Russell Steele, then Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. Members of the host club here this afternoon. Graham Hilton just in the grass, racing as well. And he managed to bang a few stakes in during the week. So number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. From 251, John Arnott and Russell Steele, then Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. And then number 3, T Miles, he's a new one on me. T Miles. Lost place, isn't it? Round they come then. Past that flag, it's number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw from John Arnott and Russell Steele. Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. Tim Miles in Finn Richmond. Danny Malone there at the back, and the checkered flag goes. A win for number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw from Russell Steele. Sorry, John Arnott and Russell Steele. And then Graham Hilton and Bob Ager taking up 3rd. Our Welsh boys come across in 4th place. And then Duncan Fish and Danny Malone. Bernie Townsend. Martin Cadill bringing up the rear in that one. Official result in just a moment. Start to finish for number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. In 2nd place, number 2, 5-1, John Arnott and Russell Steele. In 3rd place, 1-5-1, Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. 4th place, number 3, T Miles, I've forgotten his first name again already, Tim Miles and Glyn Richmond. 5th place, 174, Duncan Fish and Danny Malone. 6th place, number 69, Bernie Townsend and Martin Cadill. The winner's time there, 2 minutes. 0.70 seconds. 2 minutes, 0.70 seconds. Over the pace then, and race number 11. Out of this one, unfortunately, number 33, Jay Phipps. Non-starter here this afternoon. Apparently he turned up with his outfit, but his passenger and all the race gear, the leathers and helmets and things, are somewhere between here and Wales. So, bad luck there for John Phipps. And Harry Smythe not turning up there. Bob and Keith Miles out of this one as well, so very open race between the Philip and Richard Davis, Luke Patchell and Julian Browning, John Fish and Gary Moore, and Mick Gillin and Malcolm Smith. They leave the line then, 4 outfits only, but away they go. Very fast up this straight, and it's 8:08, Luke Patchell and Julian Browning. Let's take up the run-in. Somebody's got it. Philip and Richard Davis rejoining the fray at the back of the field. So leading Luke Patchell and Julian Browning. From British champions John Fish and Gary Moore. John Fish out on his Yamaha outfit this week, after borrowing his brother's Suzuki powered machine last week. Only a few yards now on Luke Patchell. So Luke Patchell and Julian Browning then on a very tight line round that turn, winding up the motors. Flat out they come up that straight. Then 173, John Fish and Gary Moore, then Philip and Richard Davis. Well, it seemed quite, Philip and Richard Davis seem to be making up a lot of ground after that first bend shuffle that put them to the back of the field. So 8:08. Luke Patchell and Julian Browning. From John Fish and Gary Moore. Decided to go charioteering last season and is continuing that way this weekend. 808 then, a win for them. Luke Patchell and Julian Browning from John Fish and Gary Moore, from Philip and Richard Davis, and then Mick Ginnon and Malk Smith. Official result in a moment. The official result of race 11 was a win for 808. Luke Patchell and Julian Browning. In second place, 173 John Fish and Gary Moore. Third place, 217 Philip and Richard Davis. And in fourth place, number 100, Mick Ginnon and Malk Smith. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 57.34. From the top, 808, 173, 217, 100. No fifth or sixth. Winner's time 1 minute 57.34. Well, as I said, back to the 250s and we get 00, Peter Bassett. Number 8, Martin Filmer, I fear will not be taking part in this race due to his slight mishap earlier. Then we get Mark Giles. No Roy Gom, he's a non-starter. We get Steve Smith, Nick White, Nick Field, David Mears, Adrian Phipps, John Gibbons, Terry Wogie Giles, Mark Castle and Mike Appleton. That's the runners for race 12. On the line now and away they go, right on time. Down that first race, Mike Appleton that takes up the lead at the moment from Wogie Giles and David Mears. Mike Appleton, a nice tight line round that turn, gets his motor on early. And round they come. Wogie Giles really runs the ring right on the outside of Mike Appleton to take the lead. It's Wogie Giles from Mike Appleton, from Mark Giles, David Mears, Adrian Phipps. Wogie Giles really means business this afternoon. Going exceptionally well. From Mike Appleton on the Honda, from Mark Giles, Adrian Phipps, Mark Castle, David Mears, John Gibbons, Steve Smith. And Wogie Giles takes the last lap flag from Mike Appleton and Mark Giles. Then Adrian Phipps, Mark Castle. So a quick change of flags for Harry the Flagman as the winner comes up to the line. Number 300, Wogie Giles. Second place just going to Mark Giles from Mike Appleton. That man I think's a lap in arrears. Now I'm in a muddle. Official result of race number 12 then. A win there for number 300, Terry Giles. In second place, 26, Mark Giles. Third place, 558, Mike Appleton. Fourth place, 176, Adrian Phipps. Fifth place, 139, David Mears. Sixth place, 181, John Gibbons. Seventh place, number 47, Steve Smith. Eighth place, number 100, Nick Field. And ninth place, 00, Peter Bassett. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 48.04. From the top, 300, 26, 558, 176, 139, 181, 47, 100 and 00. Win 1 minute 48.04. Race 13, right on time. It's underway. And up the first straight they come. 183 in the Aces goes into the lead from 48, Brian Cornelius in second place. Well, a previous race winner here this afternoon going to goal. Well, also went to the previous race winner in the 250 class, so they're sharing the honours at the moment. Do they meet in the third leg or will they only meet in the final? I'm not going to cheat and look in the programme to see. We'll have to wait to find that one out, but it's 183. Ian the Aces, that is well and truly on his way to victory in this one. Second place, the man dethroned by Ian the Aces in the very first race of the afternoon. So Ian the Aim is repeating his winning ways. He comes round there, head of Lee Street from John Pilcher, Brian Cornelius, and look at this lot coming up here. Bill Sims, Bernie Edwards, Alan Dan, Simon Honeystead, and I got lost in the middle of that lot. We'll try them again as they come round in a moment. But Ian the Aim is going all his own ways, starts a little bit wide there, breaks the motor back on, has a look over his shoulder, plenty of room, starts his last lap ahead of Lee Street in second place, then John Pilcher, Brian Cornelius, Bill Sims, Bernie Edwards, Simon Honeystead, Alan Dan, Colin Osborne, Colin Beechin, Graham Legg, not Gary Legg as I keep calling him. This is it, the winner coming round now, makes the second flag, good win there for 183, Ian the Aim is. Brave try there by second place man Lee Street, who tried his hardest to catch up and made up a lot of ground on that last lap, but couldn't quite pip him by the flag. Then John Pilcher, Brian Cornelius, Bill Sims, Bernie Edwards, Simon Honeystead, Colin Osborne, Alan Dan, Colin Beechin, Graham Legg. Official result in a moment. A win there for 183. Ian the Aim is in second place, 75, Lee Street. Third place, 49, John Pilcher. Fourth place, 48, Brian Cornelius. Fifth place, 180, Richard Sims. Sixth place, 115, Bernie Edwards. Seventh place, number 30, Simon Honeystead. Eighth place, number 46, Colin Osborne. Ninth place, number 20, Alan Dan. 10th place, number 61, Colin Beechin. And 11th place, number 322, Graham Legg. No other finishes. The winner's time, 1 minute 47.39. From the top, 183, 75, 49, 48, 180, 115, 30, 46, 20, 61 and 322. This is where we swap the races over, ladies and gentlemen, and you are now going to see the right-hand sidecar, leg 2, race number 15 in your programme. Please don't put your result in the wrong place, like I probably will in a moment. Looking for Neville Penfold and Paul Randall, Mick Cave and Andy Orchard, Rob Wilson and Rob Wilson Jr., Penelope Hook and Jane McLaren, the Colvins and the Holmes brothers. Well, away they go off that start line, and steaming into that first turn again, we have Neville Penfold and Paul Randall. I believe one first time out, and look like repeating that victory in this one. Rob Wilson and Rob Wilson in second place, Mick Cave and Andy Orchard in third, then the Colvins, and then our lady pairing of Penelope Hook and Jane McLaren bringing up the rear. Flat out around that turn, and number 2 Neville Penfold's really got the bit between his teeth with Paul Randall in the chair, and then the 2 Rob Wilsons followed by Mick Cave and Andy Orchard, and then the Colvins drifting rather wide there, and then the all-girls crew gradually gaining a bit of ground there in last place. Meanwhile out in front on his own, leading by a good margin, it's number 2 Neville Penfold and Paul Randall. From the Wilsons in second place, then Mick Cave and Andy Orchard in third, Rick and Nicola Colvin there in fourth, and Penelope Hook and Jane McLaren in fifth place. On their last lap then, Penelope trying to gain a inside line on the Colvin pairing. What'll happen up this next turn, you'll get as good as mine. Around that last turn they come though. Number 2, Neville Penfold and Paul Randall wins. Second place goes to the Wilson boys from Mick Cave and Andy Orchard. And now Penelope goes up the inside of Rick and Nicola Colvin. They're fighting to the finish. They're coming down there. It's going to be the girls' crew that get there first. Well done to the wife and the ballast on the back. First time they didn't finish last. Well, and congratulations to our all-girl crew fighting to the finish there in true style. Back with the official result in a moment. Race number 15, a win and a fine win indeed for number 2, Neville Penfold and Paul Randall. In second place, number 24, Rob Wilson Sr. and Rob Wilson Jr. In third place, number 5, Mick Cave and Andy Orchard. In fourth place, number 34, Penelope Hook and Jane McLaren. In fifth place, number 112, Rick and Nicola Colvin. No sixth finisher. The winner's time, 1 minute 29.86. From the top, 2, 24, 5, 34, 112. No other finisher, 1 minute 29.86. 0.86. Now go back up a race to race 14. Back up a race to race 14, and we're looking in the 350cc solos. Remember last time out it was a win, a fine win indeed, for number 175, Keith Potts. He goes in this one with 211, Marcus Hill, 332, Nicholas Irwin, 58, Neil Emmett, 66, Steve King, though he's a non-starter, 139, David Mears, additional runner, 69, Tim Maynard, also running 48, Brian Cornelius, 26, Mark Giles, 25, Jonathan Duke, and number 20, Alan Dan. Those riders are waiting to do battle in race number 14. Well, in the first race we had Keith Potts, Dave Mears, Jonathan Duke, Nick Irwin. What's it going to be this time? They leave the line, they come down there very fast indeed. Keith Potts has really got this thing humming today this afternoon. ABC, Alan Bellham competition. From up near the Ipswich area. So 175 Keith Potts leads from 139 David Mears, from Nicholas Irwin, Mark Giles, Steve King, Marcus Hill, Neil Emmett, Brian Cornelius, Tim Maynard and Alan Dan. No mistake in that man in front. He's really given it the bigger here this afternoon. He won up, cleaned up last week. He's cleaning up again this week. It's 175. Keith Potts from David Mears in second place. Nicholas Irwin there in third. Marcus Hill making up a lot of ground. So the leader takes the last lap flag. Just one lap from victory. His second victory of the afternoon, that'll be, if he can only get there. 175, Keith Potts from David Mears, from Nicholas Irwin, from Mark Giles, Steve King, Marcus Hill, Maynard and Alan Dan. Well, hardly before Alan Dan can get over the line. Keith Potts is hard on his heels. A fine win there for Keith Potts. 2 out of 2 so far this afternoon. Then 139 David Mears, then Nicholas Irwin, then Mark Giles, Steve King, Marcus Hill, Brian Cornelius, Neil Emmett, Tim Maynard and Alan Dan. Well, unfortunately, Jonathan Duke there failed to get his machine started for that one, and that certainly slows down his points tally for the afternoon. Just a result of race 14. Yes, race 14, ladies and gentlemen. Don't put it in the wrong place. I've done it so many times myself and kicked myself afterwards. This is race 14. A fine win there for number 175, Keith Potts. In second place, 139, David Mears. Third place, 332, Nicholas Irwin. Fourth place, 26, Mark Giles. Fifth place, 66, Steve King. Sixth place, 211, Marcus Hill. Seventh place, 48, Brian Cornelius. Eighth place, number 58, Neil Emmett. Ninth place, number 69, Tim Maynard. And in 10th place, number 20, Alan Dan. The winner's time, 1 minute 41.88. From the top, 175, 139, 332, 26, 66, 211, 48, 58, 69 and 20. Well, right on time, the right-hand sidecars are underway again. This time we should get Tim Bennett, Dave Steer, Kevin Simmons, Jerry Adams, number 94. Well, that's the one that changed passengers and riders and things. I've got to have a look at that. But Tim Bennett, Dave Steer go over that line together, and the other three men come flying over that line together as well. Very level pegging there across that line. They seem to have sorted themselves out a little bit round that turn. Meanwhile, in front, number 17, Dave Steer and Ian Whale lead from Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie in second. Then Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock, then Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane. And then number 94, that change of everything, Trevor and Andy Colwyn. Trevor and Andy Colwyn there bringing up the rear. Oh, round the turn they come then, and Number 17 it is, Dave Steer and Ian Wales still in the lead. Commanding lead over Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie from 55, Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock. Then Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane. And then Trevor and Andy Colvin. Well, if one of the Colvin boys put in an appearance, their right hand has been a bit short this year. But no Peter this afternoon, not sure what's happened to him. Number 17 then, Dave Steer and Ian Whale. Very close on the line there between Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie, with Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock on their left-hand ear roll. So leave that to the lap scorers. Then Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane, and then Trevor and Andy Colvin bringing up the rear. Official result in a moment. A fine win there for number 17, Dave Steer and Ian Whale. In second place, it was only just, mind you, modest and Mr. Margins. Oh, I told you, yeah, have I? Second place went to that number 12, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. In third place, number 55, Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock. In fourth place, number 32, Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane. And in fifth place, number 94, Trevor and Andy Colvin. No six finisher, the winner's time, 1 minute 30.34. From the top, 17, 12, 55, 32 and 94, 1 minute 30.34. Straight in with race number 17, and a non-starter in this one is number 3, Colin Hunt. I'm sure we're still exciting race in our hands. We look to see who comes out in front. It looks like that number 87, Richard Jenner and Nick Walters. From number 60, Bob and Paul Baseby, and then number 82, Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. Then R. Mills and Jeff Sims, but nipping up on the inside they look like Jason Mullet and Lynn Green. Well, trophies at stake here this afternoon, and these boys do certainly risk life and limb just for a trophy, but they're there and they're competing, they're giving it the big one. It's number 87, Richard Jenner and Nick Walters. From 60, Bob and Paul Baseby. Then 82, Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. Then Jason Mullet and Lynn Green. Bob Mills and Jeff Sims bringing up the rear. So last lap goes for Richard Jenner and Nick Walters from Bob and Paul Baseby in second, then Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. They've got trouble, they've gone onto the centre green. Got it back on the track, but it's not going anywhere, and by the marshals please. So the last turn for the last time, and out goes that checkered flag. Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby getting that machine going again. A win there for Richard Jenner and Nick Walters from Bob and Paul Baseby in a creditable second place there. Worked his way up through the field, or worked their way up through the field. I shouldn't say his when there's a lady passenger on the outfit. Jason Mullet and Lynn Green got up to third place there, ahead of Bob Mills and Richard Sims and Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. His second win of the afternoon, on maximum points at the moment. From number 60, Bob and Paul Baseby in second place there, second place of the afternoon. Then third goes number 501, Jason Mullet and Lynn Green, and that's their third position of the afternoon. And then number 33, Bob Mills and Jeff Sims, and then number 82, Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. No six finisher, the winner's time, 1 minute 31.23. From the top then, 87, 60, 501, 33, 82, 1 minute 31.23. On now to race number 18, it's time again for the 500cc solos. Away they go then, leading up that first straight from the tapes. It's 758, Mark Chessell, who did win first time out as well, so he's going to be on maximum points if he can complete this race. Nice tight line round that turn. Mark Chessell from Jason Hilliard from James Cawthorey, and then Chris Tritton and Chris Underhill, Dean Norton, Paul Stybridge. This afternoon, and he's determined to be taking one back home with him. Certainly got a bit between his teeth. Mark Chessell leads then from Jason Hilliard, Chris Tritton, James Cawthorey, Chris Underhill, Dean Norton and Paul Stybridge. Chessell it is at lead, Jason a few yards as they come round that turn. Problems for Jason Hilliard. Not sure what happened there, the chain may have come off. Yes, the chain is definitely off that machine. And just as he was gaining a few yards, going well there at that time. Number 3, Chris Tritton. Big battle going on for the minor places there as well. This is the last turn then, for the last time. Mark Chessell beat up on this one. Fine win is second of the afternoon from Chris Tritton. Chris Underhill, Dean Norton, James Cawthorey, and then Paul Stuybrits. Official result with you in a moment. 5-8, Mark Chessell in second place. Number 3, Chris Tritton. Third place, 38, Chris Underhill. Fourth place, 971, Dean Norton. Fifth place, number 169, James Cawthorey. Sixth place, number 24, Paul Stuybrits. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 40.31. From the top, 758, 3, 38, 971, 169, 24. 1 minute 40.31. 500cc solos again then. This there. Second leg. And we're looking for Adrian Harden, Ricky Sandford, John Trevitt, Brian Woodcock, Chris Dix, Julian Phipps, Terry Keane, Robin Pilcher, Justin Shaw, John Wilson is a non-starter, Barry Hellstrip, and S. Swain. And Scott Swain is indeed a non-starter this afternoon, number 90. So, 2 not going, 214 John Wilson and number 90 Scott Swain, but the rest of the field should be as per programme. They leave the line, another nice even break. Good starting going on down there, Bob. Keep it up. 73 then, Julian Phipps from Ricky Sandford. Probably been walking the track every night this week, picking his line round it. 04. Ricky Sandford takes up a lead from Julian Phipps, from 174, Robin Pilcher, and then Justin Shaw. So Ricky Sandford around there, turn they come in, flat out. 04, Ricky Sandford. At half distance from Julian Phipps, from 187, Justin Shaw. And then Robin Pilcher. Down through there's Adrian Hart. Meanwhile, out in front, powering his way around that turn, making it up high, making his last lap flag. Ricky Sandford from Julian Phipps, from Justin Shaw, Robin Pilcher, Brian Woodcock. And Adrian Hart. Maynard. So the checkered flag goes for Ricky Sandford. Ignore Terry Keane, he's a lap in arrears, and 173 Julian Phipps takes second. Justin Shaw takes third. Robin Pilcher takes fourth. Brian Woodcock is fifth. Adrian Hart gets a creditable 6th place in now. And he crosses the line. Result of race number 19 was a fine win for number 04, Ricky Sandford. In second place, number 73, Julian Phipps. Third place, 187, Justin Shaw. Fourth place, 174, Robin Pilcher. Fifth place, number 22, Brian Woodcock. Sixth place, number 2, Adrian Harden. Seventh place, number 19, John Trevitt. Eighth place, number 69. Eighth place was number 69, Tim Maynard, and ninth place number 77, Terry Keane. The winner's time was 1 minute 40.40 seconds, but number 69 will not be credited with the race points in that 8th position due to him coming out in the wrong race. Should have been in race number 18, so Tim Maynard does not score points for that 8th position. But the official result being 04, 73, 187, 174, 22, 2, 19, 69 and 77. No other finishers, 1 minute 40.40. Third and final time out now for the 500cc solos in this, the second leg, and number 74, Duncan Tolhurst, leads into the first turn from Trevor Banks and Kevin Buck. Kevin Buck goes right round the outside, takes the lead from Duncan Tolhurst. Trevor Banks goes up into second place and sets his sights on Kevin Buck's back wheel as they come round that turn. Kevin Buck drifts a bit wide, Trevor Banks is on the inside. It's Kevin Buck, Trevor Banks, Duncan Tolhurst, Steve Wilson, Mike Trevitt, Luke Dodd and Keith Massingham. Mike Webster. Trevor Banks comes right up alongside, goes by Kevin Buck. Trevor Banks, winner here a few weeks ago in the late 600. Local man from Folkestone. Obviously got more rest than anybody else here this afternoon. Well, apart from Julian Phipps, of course. So, round they come in number 4, Trevor Banks leads from Kevin Buck in second place. From Duncan Tolhurst, Steve Wilson, Mike Trevitt, Luke Dodd. Trevor Banks. Coming this afternoon, just for trophies only. What a sportsman is Trevor Banks. Checkered flag then for Trevor Banks as he wins race 20 he wins from Kevin Buck, from Steve Wilson, from Duncan Tolhurst, Mike Trevitt, Luke Dodd. And a little wait then for the tail enders to come round. Battle of the finish there by Keith Massingham and Mike Webster, and I think it just went to Keith Massingham, but it was real close there on the line. Banks is second this afternoon. In second place was number 327, Kevin Buck. In third place, 215, Steve Wilson. Fourth place, 74, Duncan Tolhurst. Fifth place, 23, Mike Trevitt. Sixth place, 65, Luke Dodd. Seventh place, 117, Keith Massingham. Eighth place, 161, Mike Webster. Ninth place, 110, Andy Hopton. And 10th place, 201, Andy Cullen. No other finishers. The winner's time there, 1 minute 37.89. From the top then, by number only, 4, 327, 215, 74, 23, 65, 117, 161, 110, 201. No other finishers, 1 minute 37.89. Race 21, and it's the left-hand sidecars underway for their second leg. 251, John Arnott, Russell Steele going to the lead from Mick Gillen and Malk Smith. Then it's a bit of a tight battle there. Well, Philip and Richard Davis have moved up into third place. Duncan Smith and Danny Malone there in fourth. And Gary Moore at the back, the British champion at the back. So the brothers do battle at the back there between them. Duncan Fish leading that battle at the back and John Fish behind him. For 251, John Arnott's got the bit between his teeth and he's giving it the big one. John Arnott, Russell Steele from Philip and Richard Davis. John Fish and Gary Moore. Positions remaining unchanged. There's a big battle going on the front line there as 215. John Arnott takes a nice tight line. Philip and Richard Davis trying to go around the outside. Mick Gillen and Malcolm Smith, and then Duncan Fish and Danny Malone, and then John Fish and Gary Moore. Say that, but not shaken or stirred by the antics of Philip and Richard Davis behind him. He drifts a little bit wide there now, and up come Philip and Richard Davis on the inside. What's going to happen as they go to the turn? Yes, look like the Davis brothers just got their nose in front of Johnny Arnott there. John Arnott cutting back on the inside, giving it a bit around that turn. Not quite enough to do I'll drive across the county today. Round they come then, flat out they go. 217, Philip and Richard Davis win from 251, John Arnott and Russell Steele from Mick Gillen and Malcolm Smith. I was trying to watch that battle with the Fish brothers at the back, but I had to take my eyes off and look at the front runners, and I missed John Fish go past Duncan. But official result in just a moment. 217, Philip and Richard Davis. In second place, 251, John Arnott and Russell Steele. Third place, number 100, Mick Kinnan and Malk Smith. Fourth place, 173, John Fish and Gary Moore. Fifth place, 174, Duncan Fish and Danny Malone. No 6 finisher, the winner's time, 1 minute 54.37. From the top, 217, 251, 100, 173, 174. No other finishers, 1 minute 54.37. Left-hand sidecars again now, and after the first leg we had a win from Bill Penfold and a win from Luke Patchell. They both go in this one, so that should sort the men out from the boys. We had a second place to John Arnott, who got second place in that one, so full consistency for him. Then 173, John Fish, he's slipping a little bit, and the rest of them will be running in this one. And they leave the line there. Nice even start. It's Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw that lead, from Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in second place. Then Graham Hilton and Bob Arner. Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw lead, from Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in, and then Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. And then our Welsh fellows. Round they come then, flat out at half distance. Number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw, from Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in, from Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. 10 miles in Richmond, and Bernie Townsend, Martin Hill. Those positions remaining unchanged, and last man flag is number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw, on their way to their second win of the afternoon, keeping them on maximum points. Previous race winner Luke Patchell in second place, with Julian Brown in the chair, and a consistent third running for Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. 2 miles in Glen Richmond from Wales there, and then number 69, Bernie Townsend and Martin Cadell. So the checkered flag going to Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. Second spot, 808. Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in. Third place to Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. And a misfire there for Tim Miles and Glen Richmond. And a number 69, Bernie Townsend and Martin Cadell, bringing up the rear. Official result in a moment. A fine win there is second of the afternoon to number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. In second place, 808, Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in. Third place, 151, Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. Fourth place, number 3, Tim Miles. And now I've forgotten his passenger's name again. Glen Richmond, Tim Miles and Glen Richmond there. And in fifth place, number 69, Bernie Townsend and Martin Cadell. No 6 finisher, the winner's time, 1 minute 51.03. From the top, 2, 808, 151, 3 and 69. No 6 finisher, 1 minute 51.03. Away we go then, the 250cc solos. Nick White leads from the tapes with John Pilcher and Adrian Phipps, brother to Julian Phipps, who lives just over. Following big brother's footsteps, Adrian Phipps, battling it out there in the middle. So it's 183. Ian Liam is leading from John Pilcher, from Nick White, from Adrian Phipps. 183, Ian Liam is then running away from the rest of the field. Remember, he's had 2 wins to his credit so far this afternoon. It's sort of a good third. Gets to meet up with Wogey Giles, so 183, Ian Lee Amies from 49, John Pilcher, 96, Nick White, 176, Adrian Phipps. Then Simon Honeysett, Colin Beachin. Peter Bassett there, number 00. Oh, not quite bringing up the rear, but anyway, the last lap flag goes to 183. Ian the Amies from John Pilcher, Nick White, Adrian Phipps, Simon Honeysett, Richard Sims, Graham Legg. Looking around this last turn for the last time, a little bit of an overslide by Ian the Amies, but he's hanging on to the victory. 3 rides, 3 wins for Ian the Amies from number 49. John Pilcher, Nick White, and Adrian Phipps. Simon Honeysett. And that lot crosses the line, all of the line together. I'll leave those for Andy to sort out. Went by too fast for me to say who they all were. Peter Bassett completing race distance. 250cc solos, a fine win there for number 183, Ian the Amies. In second place, number 49, John Pilcher. Third place, number 96, Nick White. Fourth place, 176, Adrian Phipps. Fifth place, number 30, Simon Honeysett. Sixth place, number 46, Colin Osborne. Seventh place, number 180, Richard Sims. Eighth place, 322, Graham Legg. Ninth place, number 61, Colin Beachin. And 10th place, 00, Peter Bassett. No other finishes. The winner's time, 1 minute 46.08. From the top, 183, 49, 96, 176, 30, 46, 180, 322, 61 and 00, 1 minute 46.08. A little bit too quick for me that time as the race 24 comes out. Race 24 then. Round they come. Nice tight line there, 475 Lee Street from Mike Appleton, from David Mears, Wogie Giles, Mark Giles, Brian Cornelius, Bernie Edwards. Round we come round then, 75 Lee Street leads from Mike Appleton, from Wogie Giles, David Mears. Well, I was totally confused because I had races 24 and 25 marked as the swap round, but I think it's 25 and 26 actually the swap round. So, up the garden half again, but Lee Street making the most of race number 24. Squirting the power on around that turn, very fast man here indeed. 2 second places and now the win he deserves. From Mike Appleton, from Wogie Giles, Mark Giles, Brian Cornelius, David Mears limping home with trouble. Obviously a problem there for him. Then Dan, Tony Edwards, John Gibbons. And that's all the complete race distance. Back in a moment with the official result of race 24. For number 75, Lee Street. In second place, 558, Mike Appleton. Third place, 300, Terry Giles. Fourth place, number 26, Mark Giles. Fifth place, number 48, Brian Cornelius. Sixth place, number 139, David Mears. Seventh place, number 20, Alan Dan. Eighth place, 115, Bernie Edwards. And ninth place, 181, John Gibbons. No other finishes. The winner's time, 1 minute 45.13. As suspected, race 26 is now coming out, ladies and gentlemen. By number only, race 24, 75, 558, 300, 26, 48, 139, 20, 115 and 181. 1 minute 45.13. Looking into the right-hand sidecars, and this time we get number 12, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Dave Steer and Ian Whale. Rob Wilson and Rob Wilson Jr., Bob Mills and Jeff Sims, Richard Jenner and Nick Waters, previous 2 race winners, and 501, Jason Mullet and Lynn Breen. Well, Tim Bennett makes the best of the start there as they go into that first turn. It's Dave Steer though, challenging hard from behind. But who is it that's got in front? Number 24, Rob Wilson and Rob Wilson Jr. from Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. That looks like Jason Mullet and Green there fighting their way at the back. So it's 24, Rob Wilson Sr. and Rob Wilson Jr. Father and son on the same outfit. Down the turn, fast and furious. That second place there holding at the moment, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. But number 17, Dave Steer and Ian Whale take up that second position from Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Up that back straight they go then, 24, Rob Wilson and Rob Wilson. That mouthful of it. Round the corner they come then. Sliding that bike very fast indeed. Round that turn then. Last lap flag goes for Rob Wilson and Rob Wilson with Dave Steer and Ian Whale, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie, Bob Mills and Jeff Sims, Jason Mullet and Lynn Green. Bringing up the rear there. So half a lap to go in this one. Around that last turn they come for the last time. Rob Wilson, father on the handlebars, son Rob Wilson on the chair. A fine win to them from Dave Steer and Ian Whale in second, then Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie in third. Bob Mills and Jeff Sims and Jason Mullet and Lynn Green. 4, Rob Wilson and Rob Wilson Jr. In second place, number 17, Dave Steer and Ian Whale. Third place, number 12, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Fourth place, 33, Bob Mills and Jeff Sims. And in fifth place, 501, Jason Mullet and Lynn Green. No 6 finisher. The winner's time 1 minute 29.02. From the top, 24, 17, 12, 33, 501. No 6 finisher. The winner's time 1 minute 29.02. On now to race number 27, and it's the right-hand sidecars, leg 3. Sorry, it's 350cc solos, he says without even looking at. 350cc solos in race number 25. Coming to the line now, Alan Dan, Jonathan Duke, Mark Giles, Brian Cornelius, Neil Emmett, Steve King, David Mears, Tim Maynard, Keith Potts, Marcus Hill and Nicholas Irwin. Wanted, size 10, trials on motocross boots, see Simon Honeysett. In the pits, solo rider number 30. Wanted a pair of size 10, trials on motocross boots, see Simon Honeysett, rider number 30 in the pits. Don't forget Bob's videos when we get to the interval. Don't forget Pete Powell's photos and the tiny trackers and Marie's famous burgers. We do apologise for the non-existence of an ice cream van here this afternoon. That is due to the vehicle breaking down en route. So unfortunately we have no ice cream van this afternoon. He was booked to come. Race 25 goes underway and they leave the line there at Brian Cornelius, I think it is, that gets left behind at the start. Keith Potts then from Jonathan Duke, who you may remember didn't get his bike started in time for that second leg. Second race is on maximum points so far this afternoon. If he wins this one, he's won 3 in a row. 175, Keith Potts from Jonathan Duke, from David Mears, Nicholas Irwin, Steve King, Mark Giles, Marcus Hill, Neil Emmett, Brian Cornelius, Alan Dan and got a good line round there as 175, Keith Potts on the 350cc ABC from Jonathan Duke on a Westlake, then an ABC in the hands of David Mears. Started the last match, 175, Keith Potts from Jonathan Duke, from David Mears, from Nicholas Irwin on a Westlake, then Steve King on a Westlake, then Mark Giles on a Westlake. Dan on the Public District. win goes to 175, Keith Potts from Jonathan Duke in second place. Then David Mears, then Nicholas Irwin, then Steve King, Mark Giles, Marcus Hill, Neil Emmett, Brian Cornelius. And going for a finish, number 20, Alan Dan, and number 69, Tim Maynard. A flying win there, flying performance this afternoon, 3 in a row so far. Number 175, Keith Potts takes the win. From 25, Jonathan Duke in second place. From 139, David Mears in third place. Then in fourth place, 332, Nicholas Irwin, followed by number 66, Steve King. 26, Mark Giles. 7th place, 211, Marcus Hill. 8th place, 58. Then 48, 20 and 69. Trying to give that result again after race 27. And race number 27 it is. Number 2, Neville Penfold. 2 wins so far to his credit, and this could be his third. From Bob and Paul Baseby in second place, then Richard Jenner. Round that top turn, Neville Penfold and Paul Randall winding that motor up. But Richard Jenner and Nick Walters coming through in second place, and then Bob and Paul Baseby fighting away there in third. Very, very tight there with Richard Jenner, I think, round that turn with Bob Baseby, and I know he didn't like to give an inch unless he has to. So Neville Penfold and Paul Randall lead. Hotly pursued by Richard Jenner and Nick Walters, and a real hot battle coming up there with Bob Baseby and Paul Baseby in the chair. Then Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock, and then Jason and Ian Holmes bringing up the rear. So Neville Penfold and Paul Randall really coming around that turn in scintillating style. Checkered flag goes for them. Three rides, 3 wins. Very tight there on the line between Bob Baseby and Richard Jenner. I'll leave that to Andrew on the lap scorer. Then Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock, and then the Holmes brothers bringing up the rear. Official result in a moment. We're in race number 28. So looks like Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane that lead out of that first turn from Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby, with Mick Cave and Andy Orchard forcing their way through into second place. And round they go. It's number 32, Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane taking up the running from Mick Cave and Andy Orchard, who were winners at last week's High Horse meeting, going through here again this afternoon. Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane that do the running at the moment. Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane from Mick Cave and Andy Orchard, from Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. Trevor and Andy Colvin, Rick and Nicola Colvin, and then Penny Hook and Jane McLaren. So it's action all the way here at Stelling Minnis, and around that top turn they come. It's 32. Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane the lead, from Mick Cave and Andy Orchard, then Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby, and then the big battle between Trevor and Andy Colvin, and then Rick and Nicola Colvin, and then Penelope Hook and Jane McLaren. Checkered flag being made ready this time, and Mick Cave is making a big run around the outside, but Kevin Simmons is holding on to that tighter line. It's a win for Kevin Simmons and Peter Lane, from Mick Cave and Andy Orchard in second, then Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby in third, then Trevor and Andy Colvin, then Penelope Hook and Jane McLaren, and we lost Eric and Nicola Colvin on the far side. Orchard. Third place, number 82, Stephen Turner and Tony Baseby. Fourth place, number 94, Trevor and Andy Colvin. Fifth place, number 34, Penelope Hook and Jane McLaren. No sixth finisher, the winner's time 1 minute 31.80. From the top, 32, 5, 82, 94 and 34. Winner's time 1 minute 31.80. Race number 25, which I didn't have time to give out. Race 25, 350cc solos. There's a win for 175, Keith Potts. Second place, 25, Jonathan Duke. Third place, 139, David Mears. 4th place number 332 Nicholas Irwin, 5th place number 66 Steve King, 6th place number 26 Mark Giles, 7th place 211 Marcus Hill, 8th place 58 Neil Emmett, 9th place 48 Brian Cornelius, 10th place number 20 Alan Dan, and 11th place number 69 Tim Maynard. Winner's time there was 1 minute 39.20. And race number 28, 6th place there being given to number 112 Rick and Nicola Colvin. 6th place in race 28, 112 Rick and Nicola Colvin. Winner's time of that was 1 minute 31.80. That should bring all your programmes up to date and lead us into race number 29. The third and final leg of the 500cc solos coming to line now. Adrian Harden, Brian Woodcock, Julian Phipps, Duncan Tolhurst, Keith Massingham, Mike Webster, Robin Pilcher, John Wilson, Barry Hellstrip, Graham Knievel and Andy Hobden. It's Duncan Tolhurst that leads into the first turn from Brian Woodcock there in 2nd place. Looks like Keith Massingham holding on to 3rd. They come up to 5 major, sandwiching poor old Brian Woodcock in the middle there. All sorts of things happening around this turn, but Duncan Tolhurst knows nothing about that. He's out in front and going for gold. Duncan Tolhurst from Julian Phipps, from Brian Woodcock, Robin Pilcher, Keith Massingham, Adrian Harden. Well, on the rest of the field, Julian Phipps, who, as we said before, lives just over the other side of that fence. Over there, he's really going to town. Duncan Tolhurst, Julian Phipps, Brian Woodcock, Robin Pilcher, Keith Massingham, Adrian Hart. The race goes on. Watching up there, around that turn he comes, the last lap flag this time. One more lap to go. It's Duncan Tolhurst from Julian Phipps, from Brian Woodcock, from Robin Pilcher. On his GR 500, cuts a nice line round that turn, crosses the line for a win. From 73, Julian Phipps, then Brian Woodcock number 22, then 174, Robin Pilcher, Keith Massingham there in trouble, and Adrian Hart. Well, Adrian Hart beating Keith Massingham over the line. Mechanical failure, I feel, for Keith Massingham. Julian Phipps, 3rd place, 22, Brian Woodcock, 4th place, 174, Robin Pilcher, 5th place, number 2, Adrian Harden, 6th place, 117, Keith Massingham. No other finishes, the winner's time 1 minute 41.70, by number only 74, 73, 22, 174, 2 and 117, 1 minute 41.70. And meanwhile, on we go with race number 30. 215, Steve Wilson leads Trevor Banks into the first turn, and Trevor Banks goes right around the outside in flying style. Unbeaten so far on this circuit. Around he comes, leading Steve Wilson and Mark Chessell and Chris Tritton, Jason Hilliard, Luke Dodd. Trevor Banks leads, Steve Wilson in 2nd, Chris Tritton in 3rd, then Jason Hilliard, then Luke Dodd, James Corderoy, back on and underway, a few yards to drift now. Here he goes. The last lap flag goes forward, Trevor Banks on the got from 215, Steve Wilson on the GM. Then Chris Tritton, then Jason Hilliard. I'll keep your lips firmly Pilcher. To the mark, yes, he's on to make up ground as he comes out those tail enders. Checkered flag goes though, that's no mistake in number 4, Trevor Banks. From 215, Steve Wilson. And in number 3, Chris Tritton. And Lucas Dodd. James Causeway and Dean Norton. And a right battle of the boys at the back of the track. Sometimes the best races are decided at the back of the field. It's not always the winners that count. Race number 30. Race number 30. Looks like we're going to get race number 31 first, so we'll try and give that result after this race. This is race number 31. Ricky Sandford goes into an early lead with Mike Trevitt and Chris Underhill pushing hard on his back wheel. Kevin Buck goes right around the outside of the Roy there at the simulator 600. I think he finished second to Trevor Banks on that day. Surely you'd like to put one over Trevor in the final this afternoon. 04, Ricky Sandford it is that leads from 327. Andy Buck from Mike Trevitt, Chris Underhill, Justin Shaw, Paul Steinbridge. So Ricky Sandford holds on to the centre of the leads with Kevin Buck chasing hard in second place, trying to keep out of the dirt and dust spray from Ricky Sandford. Then Mike Trevitt coming up in third, then Chris Underhill and Justin Shaw. Kevin Buck at the moment. 04, Ricky Sandford from Kevin Buck in second place. Then Mike Trevitt, Chris Underhill, Justin Shaw, Paul Steinbridge and for the last time, here comes the leader. 04, Ricky Sandford making it up fly. Ricky Sandford wins. Kevin Buck comes second. Mike Trevitt in third. Chris Underhill, Justin Shaw. And a little wait round for number 24, Paul Steinbridge. Race number 30. Fine win there for number 4, Trevor Banks. Second place, 215, Steve Wilson. Third place, number 3, Chris Tritton. Fourth place, 65, Luke Dodd. Fifth place, 169, James Causeway. Sixth place, 971, Dean Norton. Seventh place, 758, Mark Chessell. Eighth place, 110, Andy Hopton. Ninth place, number 69, Tim Maynard. 10th place, number 19, John Trevitt. And 11th place, number 201, Andy Hopton. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 37.10. By number only from the top, 4, 215, 3, 65, 169, 971, 758, 110, 69, 19 and 201. Winner's time 1 minute 37.1. Still no time to give race number 31, but this is race 32. And that 2 times winner already, number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw go into the lead. Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw then leading. In second place. Then Philip and Richard Davis, and then Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw it is the lead then from 808. Luke Patchell and Julian Browning, then Philip and Richard Davis, then Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. Well, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw certainly got a large lead in this one. 2 wins to their credit already, going towards the final on maximum points. Number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. Davis holding in third place. One of the Sussex crews here this afternoon. Last lap flag goes then for Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. From Luke Patchell and Julian Browning, then Philip and Richard Davis. Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. Now we're progressing as the final approach. There goes the checkered flag. 3 wins in a row for Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. From Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in Philip and Richard Davis. Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. A win there for 04 Ricky Sandford. Second place 327 Kevin Buck. Third place 23 Mike Trevitt. Fourth place 38 Chris Underhill. Fifth place 187 Justin Shaw. Sixth place 24 Paul Stybritz. Seventh place 77 Terry Keem. No other finishers. The winner's time there was 1:37.64. Race number 32, the left-hand sidecars, which you've just seen. Fine win for number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. Second place 808 Luke Patchell and Julian Browning. Third place 217 Philip and Richard Davis. Fourth place 151 Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. No fifth or sixth finishers. The winner's time 1:50.05. From the top then 2, 808, 217, 151. No other finishers, 1:50.05. Lining up now for race number 33. Nice even start off that line, and up they come 173 John Fish and Gary Moore, the British champions, head the field into the first turn, but John Arnott and Russell Steele trying to put paid to that round the outside. But it's still John Fish and Gary Moore at the moment. Danny Malone and Tim Miles and Glenn Richmond, and then Bernie Townsend and Martin Cadell. Round they come then. 173 John Fish and Gary Moore, the British champions, leading race number 33 from John Arnott and Russell Steele. Younger brother to John, who's out in front at the moment. John Fish and Gary Moore lead then. John Arnott and Russell Steele in second. Duncan Fish and Danny Malone in third. Bit of a gap back to Tim Miles and Glenn Richmond. And then Bernie Townsend and Martin Cadell. Well, sign language coming onto the passenger there. Glenn Richmond to Tim Miles. You can obviously see Bernie Townsend hard on his heels, but the last lap flag goes, and it goes for 173 John Fish and Gary Moore from John Arnott and Russell Steele, then Duncan Fish and Danny Malone, and how are these two tail enders coming on? The Welsh holding off the local rider. One more lap to go. Bit of a misfire in that Welsh motorcycle, not too sure as to the cause of that. Sounds like an ignition problem, but they'll battle that out to the finish, and it is the finish, and the winner's going to be 173 John Fish and Gary Moore from John Arnott and Russell Steele in second place. Then Duncan Fish and Danny Malone. And now, the fight to the finish. I told you it's not always the front ones to watch. Look at this. Coming up to that checkered flag. And number 3, Tim Miles and Glenn Richmond just finished in front of Bernie Townsend and Martin Cadell. The official result in a moment. And the official result of race number 33, the last race before the interval, was a win there for 173 John Fish and Gary Moore. Second place, number 251 John Arnott and Russell Steele. Third place, 174 Duncan Fish and Danny Malone. Fourth place, number 3 Tim Miles and Glenn Richmond. Fifth place, number 69 Bernie Townsend and Martin Cadell. No sixth finisher, the winner's time 1:53.90. From the top, 173, 251, 174, 3 and 69. 1:53.90. 250s coming to the line then. Taking their place on the line. Top point scorer gets choice of the grid, and poor old final point scorer, he just gets numbered with what's ever left. So it'll be good to see John Gibbons see him all off the line and that first turn first. We have a red flag up at the start. I'm not sure what the problem is, or somebody they're not able to start their machine. Red flag's down, starters orders, off they go. They leap towards the first turn. These quarter-litre machines. And it's Mike Appleton that takes up the run into the first turn with David Mears going round the outside. This is a 6-lapper, ladies and gentlemen, so anything can happen here. David Mears goes past Mike Appleton, takes up the run into first place. Third at the moment, he's got back to fifth down this straight. And he goes up to fourth, up to third, up to second round that turn. He's really flying, he's really got it wound up, but David Mears is in control in front at the moment. It's David Mears from Ian Lee Ames, from Mike Appleton, from John Pilcher, Lee Street, Brian Cornelius. Then Adrian Phipps, way down the field, and Simon Aces. Around they come, and it's still David Mears that leads. 183 Ian Lee Ames is trying everything he knows to come on terms, but he needs an extra bit of horsepower. David Mears leads. Ian Lee Ames there in second place. Mike Appleton in third. So David Mears sees he's got a nice line around that corner. He's making the dust fly on his way to victory. At half distance from 183, Ian Lee Ames, from 558, Mike Appleton, then Lee Street, John Pilcher, Brian Cornelius, Mark Giles, Giles, Adrian Phipps, Simon Huntington. Well, I think this is the end of 4 laps. It's 139 David Mears from 183, Ian Lee Ames is struggling to match the power of that machine in front of him. David Mears is going for gold in the quarter-litre class this afternoon. 350 class is always the best class, but got a very fast 350 cc machine there, but Ian Lee Ames now making his mark, gaining those vital yards. Here's David Mears tiring. What's happening here? It's David Mears from Ian Lee Ames, and a long gap back to Mike Appleton, and then Lee Street, Brian Cornelius, Robin Pilcher, Mark Giles. So David Mears on his way to victory. It's the last turn for the last time. Ian Lee Ames again winds that motor up, challenges on the outside, but he can't get there. It's 139 David Mears that wins with 183 Ian Lee Ames in a creditable second place. Then Mike Appleton, Brian Cornelius, Lee Street, John Pilcher, Mark Giles, Wogie Giles, Adrian Phipps, is in second place, fighting all the way, 183 Ian Lee Ames. In third place, 558 Mike Appleton. Fourth place, 48 Brian Cornelius. Fifth place, 75 Lee Street. Sixth place, 49 John Pilcher. Seventh place, 26 Mark Giles. Eighth place, 300 Wogie Giles. Ninth place, 176 Adrian Phipps. 10th place, 180 Richard Sims. Kept calling him Bill Sims, but that was Richard Sims. And in 11th place, number 30 Simon Huntington. No other finisher. The winner's time, 2 minutes 35.38. From the top, 139, 183, 558, 48, 75, 49, 26, 300, 176, 180 and 30. No 12 finisher. Winner's time, 2 minutes 35.38. On now to the right-hand sidecar final. As you may have noticed, they're on the other start, and the right-hand sidecars will be underway in a moment. Number 2, Neville Penfold and Paul Randall. 17, Dave Steer and Ian Whale. 87, Richard Jenner and Nick Waters. 24, Rob Wilson Senior and Rob Wilson Junior. Number 60, Bob and Paul Baseby. Number 5, Mick Cave and Andy Orchard. And number 12, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Under starters orders, and away they go, and a nice even break. Another good start from Bob Penfold down there on the start line. And look at that, Rob Wilson, with Rob Wilson in the chair going into that first turn. So Rob Wilson powers it on in front, makes a bit of the dust fly. Round they come then. Dave Steer and Ian Whale take second place. Richard Jenner and Nick Waters are there in third. Neville Penfold and Paul Randall back in 4th place at the moment, then Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie, then Bob and Paul Baseby. And already the lead opening up there on the front line. Great steer all over the place around that turn, but he manages to keep control. It's Rob Wilson Senior with Rob Wilson Junior in the lead. We lose Richard Jenner and Nick Walters to the centre green. Last week's High Horton winners are at the back of the pack at the moment. Richard Jenner comes back in the fray in last place. He'll complete race distance, he'll get a trophy. 24, Rob Wilson Senior and Rob Wilson Junior then from Dave Steer and Ian Whale. Then Bob and Paul Baseby holding a good 3rd place at the moment. Then Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. Then Mick Cave and Andy Orchard. Then Neville Penfold and Paul Randall. They look they've got a puncher or some problem on the back end of that machine. That's bad luck for them. Puts Richard Jenner up another place. So 24, Rob Wilson Jr. and Rob Wilson Senior then, with 2 more laps to go from Mick Cave and from Dave Steer and Ian Whale. Then Bob and Paul Baseby, then Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie, and then Mick Cave and Andy Orchard. And Richard Jenner and Nick Walters bringing up the rear. So this time they see that last lap flag and the day's racing is all but done. It's Rob Wilson Senior with Rob Wilson Jr. at the front of the pack. Dave Steer and Ian Whale in 2nd place. Then Bob and Paul Baseby holding a good 3rd. And a right scrap there between Tim Bennett and Mick Cave for 4th place. So the checkered flag goes and it's a win for Rob Wilson Jr. with Rob Wilson, a win for Rob Wilson Senior with Rob Wilson Jr. in the chair. Then Dave Steer and Ian Whale. Creditable 2nd to them. Then Bob and Paul Baseby take the 3rd position. And what a fight to the finish there, and Anne can definitely have that one. Well, showing appreciation there, ladies and gentlemen, as they come round, and well worthy 2nd place man coming round first, and the winners coming round there behind, but that was well done there. The official result of race number 36, please don't put it in race number 35, go on to the top of the other page. Race number 36, a winner, very fine win, for number 24, Rob Wilson Senior and Rob Wilson Junior. In 2nd place, number 17, Dave Steer and Ian Whale. In 3rd place, number 60, Bob and Paul Baseby, and there they go by. In 4th place, number 5, Mick Cave and Andy Orchard. And in 5th place, by half a tyre's width, number 12, Tim Bennett and Jason Glennie. And in 6th place, number 87, Richard Jenner and Nick Walters. The winner's time there, 2 minutes 15.57. From the top, 24, 17, 60, 5, 12, 87, 2 minutes 15.57. On then with the 350cc solos, race number 35. And this is leg 4. You will remember that Keith Potts already has 3 wins to his credit, and so far walked the class. What will happen in race 35? In fact, on 45 points we have number 175 Keith Potts, on 37 points 139 David Mears, who's already got the 250 class to his credit. In 3rd place 332 Nick Irwin on 31 points. Mark Giles next on 27 points, and then Jonathan Duke on 24 points. So this is grass track racing, and you're all just as aware as I am that anything can happen. And it does. Dave Mears qualified for that 250cc final in a lowly 7th spot. The 8th spot, and won it. So anything can happen here. Additional runner, 69, Tim Maynard. So the full lineup is 20, Alan Dan, 25, Jonathan Duke, 26, Mark Giles, 48, Brian Cornelius, 58 near limit, 66 Steve King, 139 Dave Mears, 69 Tim Maynard, 175 Keith Potts, 211 Marcus Hill, 332 Nicholas Irwin. Race 35 on next. The tapes go, the revs rise, the bikes are on their way to that first turn. And it's David Mears, the 250 winner, that goes into that turn first, with Keith Potts hard up underneath him in second place, taking the lead out of that turn. Then Jonathan Duke tucking up there in third. Round that bottom turn they come, and Keith Potts, 3 wins to his credit. Is he going to make it 4? Is he going to be a maximum man again? He was a maximum man last week. Can he be a maximum man this week? It's Keith Potts. From Jonathan. Round they come, and it's 175 Keith Potts. From 25 Jonathan Duke, from 139 David Mears, 332 Nicholas Irwin, 66 Steve King, 26 Mark Giles. So round they come. It's 175 Keith Potts from 25 Jonathan Duke. The maximum man is 1 lap from victory, from 4 straight wins. Last week is maximum this week. 175 Keith Potts absolutely going for gold. The tail-enders take their last match flag. The checkered flag comes out. It's the win for 175 Keith Potts from 25 Jonathan Duke. 139 David Mears. 66 Steve King. 26 Mark Giles, here comes 30, 332 Nicholas Irwin, 58 Neil Everett, and Tim Maynard, and bringing up the rear is number 20 Alan Dan, and an unfortunate Marcus Hill there, chain hanging off his machine, Marcus Hill pushes back to the pits. Official result in a moment. Points at the end of this, but the race at 35, the result there, a win for number 175 Keith Potts. In second place 25 Jonathan Duke. In third place 139 David Mears. In fourth place 66 Steve King. Fifth place 26 Mark Giles. Sixth place 332 Nicholas Irwin. Seventh place number 58 Near Limit. Eighth place number 69 Tim Maynard, and in ninth place number 20 Alan Dan. No 10th finisher. The winner's time there 1 minute 39.94 from the top by number only. 175 25 139 66 26 332 58 69 and 20. Winner's time 1 minute 39.94. On then to the left-hand side car final. They're coming up to the line there in point scoring order. Number 2, Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw. Number 808, Luke Patchell and Julian Brown. In 251, John Arnott and Russell Steele. 173, John Fish and Gary Moore. 217, Philip and Richard Davis. And 151, Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. As we move into the last 2 races of the afternoon. Off the line they go, and down that first straight, and it's Bill Penfold going all over the place. Bill Penfold in trouble. Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw are out of the running already. Bad luck there for Bill Penfold. Maximum man into that final. Anyway, meanwhile the race continues, and John Arnott is in the lead with Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in challenging hard in second place. It's John Arnott and Russell Steele that are going for the win here this afternoon. Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in squeezing every inch of power out of that machine and throwing plenty of mud at us as well. 251, John Arnold. Julian Brown, and a bit of a gap back then to the British champions, John Fish and Gary Moore. Then Phipps and Richard Davis. So round that turn they come, and Luke Patchell pushing hard on the inside to John Arnott. John Arnott drifts a little bit wide and lets him in there. What's going to happen on this next turn? It's John Arnott holding now second place to Luke Patchell. So round they come then, flat out round this turn, and it's Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in from John Arnott and Russell Steele, and in 173 John Fish and Gary Moore, the British champions, now starting to challenge John Arnott, second position. Davis holding fourth, and then in fifth place, number 151, Graham Hilton and Bob Ager making sure their trophy for fifth place. So round they come then. 2 laps to go. It's 8:08. Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in from 251. John Arnott and Russell Steele from Phipps and Richard Davis. John Fish and Gary Moore had taken John Arnott on that back straight. I think John was starting to tire, slowed a little, and let John Fish, the British champion, through. So it's Luke Patchell and Julian Browning coming up to take the last lap flag. Just 1 lap from victory now. John Fish and Gary Moore, the British champions, challenging hard in second place, but they've got their work cut out to catch that flying Patchell. John Arnott, Russell Steele, feel so sorry for them. Back now into third place. But a good result for John. Still going round there with Bob Ager in the chair, taking that 5th spot. Bill Penfold and Nigel Shaw, what a disaster, pushing their machine back there. So, Luke Patchell comes across the line for a win with Julian Brown in the chair. Second place going to 251, John Arnott, Russell Steele, getting back into that second position. And John Fish and Gary Moore relegated to the centre green in a cloud of smoke. Graham Hilton and Bob Ager collecting, I think, now 4th place. Oh, what's 5th place? Left-hand sidecar final. Race 37, a win. A good win there for 8:08. Luke Patchell and Julian Brown in second place, 251. John Arnott and Russell Steele in third place, number 217. Phipps and Richard Davis. In 4th place, 173, John Fish and Gary Moore. In 5th place, 151, Graham Hilton and Bob Ager. No 6th finisher, the winner's time 2 minutes 44.70. From the top, 8:08, 251, 217, 173, 151. No 6th finisher, winner's time 2 minutes 44.70. On now to the 500cc solo final, and the riders who've already finished in the first 6 in their finals and the top 6 in the 350 class. If you'd like to make your way up here after this race, we'd like to get the presentation underway. Riders then leaving the line and coming down this straight, and who's he going to be? The man with the maximum into the final is Trevor Banks, but he's had the door shut right on him. He's right in the midfield there. He's going to have to work hard to get through this lot. They've really boxed Trevor Banks in bad there. Tritton there in second place. Uninjured, but look at Trevor Banks going right round the outside there, and he's up into second place already. Getting filled in now by Ricky Sandford. Sorry, Steve Wilson. Steve Wilson it is that leads. Trevor Banks again trying to go right around the outside. Trevor Banks now got his work cut out, going around the outside. So it's Steve Wilson from Trevor Banks, from Ricky Sandford, from Chris Tritton, from Mark Chessell, Julian Phipps, Luke Dodd, Duncan Tolhurst, Justin Shaw, Chris Underhill, Mike challenging with Steve Wilson. Banks trying that outside line, cuts back to the inside. He comes up alongside Steve Wilson. Has he got there? So it's Trevor Banks now from Steve Wilson. As Steve Wilson goes right around the outside into Banks style. Steve Wilson takes they're throwing the muck in the face of Trevor Banks. 2 laps to go. It's Steve Wilson from Trevor Banks from Ricky Sandford from Mark Chessell. And now Trevor Banks really giving it all he can to come up onto. Can he get there? Steve Wilson drifts a little bit wide off that turn. Trevor Banks comes up on the inside. Can he get him this time? He's there this time. Steve Wilson aims at the inside on that next turn, but Trevor Banks leads. Steve Wilson in second place. Then Ricky Sandford, then Mark Chessell. Julian, Phipps, Duncan, Tolhurst, Mike Trevitt, Underhill, and Kevin Buck at the back. Well, Trevor Banks coming out of that last turn for the last time. I'm getting glad to see that checkered flag for him. Oh, in for Trevor Banks from Steve Wilson, from Ricky Sandford. Then Mark Chessell, Chris Tritton, Luke Dodd, Julian Phipps. Another battle coming round here now between Duncan Tolhurst and Mike Trevitt. Then Justin Shaw, Kevin Buck and Chris Underhill. Well, Trevor Banks and Steve Wilson shaking hands there on the far side. What a race-long battle that was. 6 hard-fought laps, but the victory going eventually to Trevor Banks. Official result in a moment. For those with programmes still in their hands, the official result of race number 38, and what a race it was. A fantastic win from the midfield to the front, inside 6 laps. The win went to number 4, Trevor Banks. And what about the man that held him off for nearly all of the distance, 2:15, Steve Wilson picking up second position. In third place, 04, Ricky Sandford. In fourth place, 758, Mark Chessell. In fifth place, number 3, Chris Tritton. In sixth place, 65, Luke Dodd. In seventh place, number 71. Sorry, 73, no wonder I couldn't think who 71 was. In seventh place was 73 from just over the fence. He's coming at me in a minute. 73, Julian Phipps. In eighth place, 74, Duncan Tolhurst. In ninth place, number 23, Mike Trevitt. In 10th place, 187, Justin Shaw. And in 11th place, number 327, Kevin Buck. 12th place going to number 38, Chris Underhill. The winner's time was 2 minutes 25.96. From the top, 4, 215, 04, 758, 3, 65, 73, 74, 23, 187, 327, 38. Winner's time 2 minutes 25.96.